Hello and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We're continuing our Ikkuro playthrough here, and it's actually been a hot minute since I played the game. I adjusted my sound volume a little bit, so we'll see if it's any better. A couple people had made a comment that the volume was a little low. I wasn't sure if it was my voice volume or the application volume, so I adjusted both. Let's take a quick look at our economy. The private sector is expending all of their capital, which is a blessing and a curse. It means I'm going to be getting money, but it also means that they're not really effectively growing because they're constantly running out of cash. If we look at the maintenance, we can see we do have some large freighters coming out, passenger ships, mining stations, all that good stuff. My guess is they're spending a decent amount of resources upgrading because we recently did some of that stuff. Actually not. Civilian ships under construction is 0, so they're not working on that right now. We have a couple more spaceports we can build, which we will do as soon as we get the opportunity, because that will help grow the research. Let's take a look at ships not in a fleet. Looks like these are still, well, they were still being ripped apart. We do have this hive ship that is being, I believe, repaired right now. Yeah, it looks like it's in the process of being repaired. Go ahead and unpause, leave it on speed 1 for now, so all these calculations can get kind of sorted and I can get a better idea of where we're at. Let's look at the colonies and outposts. We'll sort by population and just kind of take a quick gander here. So a lot of these are not near their maximum population yet. Actually, almost nothing is near its maximum population. I think only these top 10 planets here are near their max, or slightly over their max. And actually, not even all of those. So, this one actually definitely has the wrong species on there. Let's try to resettle some of these, just because they're not the right people for that planet type. We know these, I mean, they'll all work, but it's just not the right population type. And the better they match, the better off we'll be. Apply that to all forest colonies. Yeah, it looks like we're still dipping in the negative. Our cash flow is not that great. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's definitely not great. Migration treaty, I'll take that. I did not look at what the other things were in that agreement, though, so I might regret whatever I just clicked on. Take a look at diplomacy. I can see a lot of people are very friendly with us. We have a fair amount of I'll take non-aggression. That doesn't cost anything. Little happiness boost, nothing wrong with that. Everybody's pretty happy except for the Boscarans. And these guys. Zoom out a little bit here. Now we've taken over a chunk of the galaxy. It's not the largest, but it's definitely not the smallest. We have a lot of queued up resources to be they have mining stations built, but still not great. I'm guessing we have a mining agreement with these guys. So I'd really like to focus on just building up as much of this stuff as I can. What are the construction ships doing? I have 26 of them. Looks like some of them are building holiday retreats. Is there any stations here? Yeah, it looks like there is. Where are you at? You're in the middle of an enemy system. You want to offer us free money? I'll take it. I mean, I'm not going to say no. Take a quick look at colony ships. Looks like several of them are running around. You're coming down here to colonize. Did we have a independent colony over here? We did. So let's take a look. 100% chance of success. You're beyond range at the moment, but that doesn't mean you're going to stay beyond our range. I hesitate to do a non-aggression treaty just because I might be aggressive at some point. I think all of these are beyond my colonization range for now. Once this colony ship gets down here, maybe we'll be in better shape. We shall see. All right, these guys are unhappy with us because we've been to war with them a couple times. Take a look at our military situation. We have 2 fleets. Neither one is particularly powerful. All right, what are we doing now? We're moving down here for some reason. Don't know why. All right, our economy is starting to improve. 56,000 and growing. Take a look at what our other options are here. I do want to knock out as many of these as possible. These are pretty cheap overall. We are going to do some invasion. I really do need to enhance my troops. We focus pretty heavily on the ships. Having better mining could be a good thing. I'm out of money. That's all right. I'll earn more. I really do need to build up fleets. I put that off probably way longer than I should. But at some point, I will need to invest more heavily into fleets. I think I usually wait till I get some better weapons. And just better tech in general. All right, let's hop back over here. See what these guys are up to. Now, I think... I don't know if retiring is even a thing anymore. This guy's still under construction. Got a lot of modules that still need to be built. Oh, I got some money now. Let's bump that up to the top of the list. 96 days is nothing. So it looks like this adds plus 10 more to all these planet types, which is... Or no, it's plus 10 total. If I remember correctly, because this only added 4 when I went from plus 4 to plus 8. So it's nice, but it only bumps things up by 2. In the grand scheme of things, is that going to move the needle? Take a look. So ice planets, there's a couple that would end up in 20. There's actually a fair amount that would end up in 20. Maybe we should invest in ice first. Increase the speed just a little bit. So there's multiple. Interesting. So ice, frozen ice, and ice tundra. So it splits out from there. So ice tundra and frozen ice seem to be the most... Well, ice tundra seems to be the most common. Oh. Volcanic harmonious, huh? Well, I'll take it. Tech breakthrough from scrapping? So we're still getting tech breakthroughs from scrapping this stuff. 163,000, that's huge. So that population growth and empire happiness is making a very, very large difference. All right, stop that, stop that, stop that. They can all start repairing. Oop, I did not mean to build that, but that's all right. All right, so the planet we just took over, Ukubat Junction. Right, so it's already building an administration district. And we could do biome shaping. It's a little bit negative cash right now just because the Biscarans aren't fully assimilated, but salvaging a radome fragment. What is that? Oh, some people are fighting over here. Alright, well, I mean, I'll take the free tech. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so now we have what appears to be a lot of new colonies available to us. So let's just colonize all those, and that will stop the Biscarans from being able to sneak into our system. We've already colonized this, so we don't need to do that. Alright, let's set this planet's setting here. We'll do galaxy map sharing. I'm okay with that. You know what I should be doing with some of this money? I should be building some of these. Let's just take a look at the population controls here. Pretty confident we don't want most of these people on this type of planet. Hate for them to accidentally end up there. Although somebody told me in this patch that is currently in this game that this population policy isn't working properly. I don't want a non-aggression treaty. I want to be able to be aggressive if I need. And this looks like it's mostly rebuilt. Let's go ahead and try to break this down again. Looks like we're mainly focusing on building a bunch of colony ships right now, which makes complete sense given our current situation. And we're reserving cash for biomes. Or biome shaping facilities, I should say. All right, we got a lot of new places to build spaceports, so we really got to get those up and running sooner than later, because that helps our research. Let's see, map sharing, migration treaty, mining rights, territory map. I'm willing to do all that stuff. That's fine. We have a lot of spies now. We didn't have a ton at the beginning of the game, but now we have a decent amount building up. How is our... Looks like we're building a couple more things here. How's our private economy doing? Looks like it's doing really good overall. Just more cash flow. It's still spending every dime it's making, but is improving overall. Just keep building all these spaceports. Right, enhanced medical systems. We just stole a bunch of pieces of. Let's go look at what that looks like. Where's it at? Right here, 66 days. Yeah, we could definitely bump that up. I think increasing the cargo storage is gonna help with the hauling back and forth. I would ultimately like to do Ice Tundra maybe. It's 2.5 years, that's not bad. Might want to churn out some of these Diplotechs as well. Let's go ahead and do that, save up a little bit of money. I mean, we're still having to build all these colony ships. Let's stop this guy and let him recalculate what he's doing. All right, we still can't quite reach this planet down here, but hopefully we will get closer and be able to do that eventually. It's still not considered close enough, apparently. Are they fighting? Not yet, it doesn't look like. All right, our population's definitely Not gonna say skyrocketing, but it has been improving, so that's good. I hate it when there's two colors that are very close to each other. I should be more careful when I create the game. Looks like this lighter purple, well, not lighter, but I don't know, this other shade of purple is way more powerful than this one. So these guys are the weak ones. Well, weaker by comparison anyway. Doesn't look like that here though. It's this purple color. Yeah. Does it have 27 planets? That's actually pretty good. Well, and it says these guys only have 9? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. These guys have 99. Okay, yeah, these guys are definitely more powerful. All right, so ideally, we'd be able to go to war with these guys and take them over, but they have defensive pacts with the Hakonish, which are pretty weak. I'm not too worried about them. And the Yuvu guilds, who are slightly more powerful, but they're on the other side of the galaxy. They're not gonna mess with us anytime soon, I don't think. And they got the Biscarans to deal with, so it's not like we're the immediate threat to them anyway. All right, looks like we are churning out colony ships here. And all of them will be coming here to scoop up the Scarans, because that's the only place we have that race to send to other places. Research agreement? Yeah, why not? We could do a non-aggression treaty with them. They're far away. I'm not going to go to war with them anytime in the immediate future anyway. But I definitely don't mind that. These guys I feel like I need to go to war with. Wipe them off the galaxy. Are they allied with anyone? Yes, the Killinen Union. Who are these guys right here? They're kind of tiny. Not too worried about them. These guys are at war. So most of their ships are distracted and attacking over here. Now would be a good time to sweep in and take this planet and these planets here. Continue to consolidate my territory. Advanced defense tactics. Okay, we can up that. That's a lot of extra defense strength. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get that done relatively quick. All right, can we move this fleet somewhere a little more, I don't know, a little better? You know what? This is supposed to be an invasion fleet, so it goes to load up troops. Hopefully it can go do that. All right, let's do a little more focusing on trade here. Unlimited trade for 1.6 years. Shouldn't be too bad. Galactic diplomacy, what would that do for us? All research plus 5%. Probably worth knocking that out. All right, let's knock all this stuff out. That'll take about 5 years. These are actively rebuilding. Go ahead and get these back to deconstructing again. This one's almost rebuilt. It is rebuilt now. Go back to retiring. All right, another research breakthrough here. Dedicated carriers. I like that. So hopefully that'll be helpful to us in the long term. What is this guy doing? Just chilling out here? Fine. This one's being rebuilt already. Alright, decent amount of cash banked up. Let's see if we could spend it on building some spaceports. Looks like we can. Try to pop another couple of these down. Extra resort bases. Alright, this is not an in-place upgrade, so we have to do a large cargo. This is an in-place if we build this afterwards. Okay, let's increase the troop and passenger transports. Then I do want to get ice tundra in the mix there, just to give us more planets to colonize. Do a quick redesign of our haulers. So we just want to upgrade them to large cargo bays. We do have the torrent drive, so that should make things move quicker. Like a lot quicker. Alright, mining ship. That. And then passengers, the last one. Which, actually, you know, passenger compartment, we haven't upgraded these yet, so let's not waste our time with that one yet. Now, the only downside of this is we're going to start retrofitting, which is going to be great for generating cash on hand, because it's going to make our private economy invest in retrofitting all of these ships here. But the downside is we're going to be burning through a bunch of private economy, which might not be what we want to do, because then if they spend all their money doing that, they are not going to have resources to do this. Start building these out. Though it looks like they're pretty heavily investing in that. Maybe it'll be okay. I do want to build as much of this stuff as I can. I'd like to get that. Looks like I can't quite yet. Alright, improve colonization. Limited trade agreement, I'll take it. Anything to make people happier with us, I'm good with it. Alright, looks like we have not actually invested a ton of money into retrofitting yet, because we don't see any civilian ships under construction here. It looks like these are mostly building spaceports, which is fine by me. So that means they're spending all of their money. Like every ounce of cash they got, they are spending it over here to build out all these mining stations, which is fine by me. Take a quick look at our construction ship. I just want to see what it currently has. Looks like Kalados hyperdrive. Let's update that to a torrent drive, because that would be an improvement. Like large cargo bays, fine there. That'll help us get to places quicker. Those mining extractors are in-place upgrades, so we don't have to worry about retrofitting anything for that. I do think we would benefit from building some more construction ships. Not that we have a ton of money, but let's buy like 6 more. A quick gander at exploration here. We could see, I think we are currently building on the World Annihilator. Like we stole a little bit of tech there. I'm a little surprised we haven't colonized any more planets yet. Looks like we're colonizing one of these guys right now. Why are we colonizing this? Just because of the Hexadorium? Interesting choice. I don't recall that being one of the ones I flagged for colonization. I don't think our bonuses will get us quite that large of a bump to make that plus 12 be worthwhile colonizing, but it is what it is. I'm curious, once I get this research done, if that's going to bump up the revenue, because it's going to allow us to adjust the tax rates. We'll see what happens. Go ahead and build this other spaceport. That's going to increase our research output. More research breakthrough. Can't complain about that. It looks like this guy's completely rebuilt. We'll just do the song and dance again. Alright, we got a new colony over here. The Skarns are almost fully assimilated at this point. Given that we are growing the Baskarans, I should probably do a little research tech for them. Help with that assimilation. The +5 all tech will be a nice bonus from this galactic diplomacy. Yeah, I'll do territory map sharing, that's fine. I won't do defensive pacts with people that are right next to me, because I might need to go to war with them at some. But the other stuff, no problem. Alright, I'm thinking I could probably crash research this by now. I gotta imagine these techs are not really benefiting me as much as they used to. But I think we're still making some progress down here with like the shields and whatnot, but the other stuff I think is capped out. This is 0 days. Probably definitely get that done. It would benefit us to have better bombers. I don't think we've done anything with that recently. Actually, we might as well roll right into advanced starfighters and just try to upgrade all of that at the same time. Now, is there anything that could benefit us up here? I mean, I feel like we probably should do improved cruisers and capital ships, because that'll give us the largest ship. Rapid assembly would be good. Alright, let's churn through that stuff, and then we could really start digging into laying out our fleets properly. Alright, 32 construction ships. I imagine almost all of them doing mining stations. Yeah, private cash flow is still getting spent. Looks like a lot of civilian ships are starting to be under construction, so the retrofitting has begun. I think we stole a little bit of multi-team exploration here. 95 days seems like it would be worth it, but I am out of space for projects, so I'll wait till this research finishes, and then we'll add this on the list, because 94 days is nothing. And again, that's an in-place upgrade, so it's definitely worth doing. All right, another new colony founded here. Let's go ahead and plop this down. Go back to our original planet here and apply this to all volcanic planets again, just to make sure we're not wasting resources. Oh, and we colonized another one. Well, let's just do that again. All right, so we've been growing pretty quick here. Up to 73 colonies, which is fairly large in the size of the galaxy, I think. Oh, we did steal ultra-efficient engines. Cool. So we are now number 3. I'm a little surprised with as weak as our fleet is that nobody's tried to wipe us out yet. All right, Galactic Diplomatic Center is built. Let's hop up to here and get multi-team exploration done. Bump that up the list. It's only like 90-something days. All right, so what was I gonna do with that? Still got civilian ships being what looks like retrofit for the most part. All right, why did we waste a bunch of energy on this planet? We built a high-speed shipyard here? Wait, this is plus 32. No, let's upgrade that to a full colony. It would be insane to keep it that. Why would we do that? Alright, I'll do galaxy map sharing. That doesn't bother me. Pretty sure the computer cheats anyway and knows where everything's at any time. Alright, so what was going on in this system down here? I can't remember. Something weird was going on down here. Oh yeah, this is where the World Annihilator is. Alright, so a bunch of my exploration ships are just chilling here. But even if I colonize something that wasn't actually worth it down here, it might actually be worthwhile, because then I could jump over to here and take this planet. Though I suppose that's what outposts are for, right? So maybe I use an outpost for that? Or we go to war and just do whatever we want. All right, we got a little bit of money starting to bank up. Feel like we're getting closer to where we want to be. I think after we get all the military tech finished, which is kind of the last part of the tech I have queued up, then we design our ships, and I don't think there's much designing to do. I think it's mostly just retrofitting existing tech, and I think we have 2 new size ships, like cruisers, capital ships. I think then we start building out proper fleets and start designing and building them, use some of this saved up cash to start properly scaling up our military so we can go take out these guys. Because I think that's going to be our next step, is just a quick war to knock these guys out, take what we can. Looks like they actually won over here and took a planet. But we'll take these guys out first, and then I think from there we take out maybe the light purple that is pretty weak overall. That'll get us a little deeper over here. I still don't think it gets us close enough to take this planet, but we can work on that. I need more invasion power for sure. All right, large scale troop transport's almost done. That's going to let us have larger troop cargo. We could retrofit some of these ships and store theoretically more military here. I don't think we could realistically reach some of those. Not right now. It does look like we are doing pretty well on the construction ship front. Most of them are occupied doing something, whether it's building a new research center or building mining stations. The civilian ships are still being retrofit. Slowly but surely, those will all get converted. Looks like the private cash flow is increasing even more, which is always nice to see. They really haven't increased this too much, just a little bit for some of these. Not a lot of large freighters yet. But we did, when we retrofit, we definitely allowed them to carry a lot more cargo. So if we look at civilian ships, we could see, yeah, a lot of the small and mediums have been retrofit, about half of the large. So, good amount of space available. Still haven't made it over here. I don't know what exactly is going on at that event location. I'll have to figure that out at some point. All right, let's it's going to take half our money, but let's just crash research this and get it done within a year. That'll let us colonize another, I don't know, 3 or 4 planets. Most people are really happy with us. Improved marsh colonization. Looks like we stole a fair amount of that tech. Might as well knock that out while we are at it. All right, I think we still get some tech by playing this game here, so let's just do this on the side while we're waiting for the research to complete and we're waiting for some of this other stuff to get done. I don't think we're in immediate danger of anything attacking us, so some of our ships are getting pretty decent, like this destroyer, looking fairly promising. All right, let's take a look at our economy here. So bonus income, we're actually getting a fair amount now. Tourism is really starting to add up. This extra resource trading also helps a lot. Right, we still have not colonized this, but we do have people going there. All right, research agreement, military refueling, mining rights. Yeah, I'll take all that stuff. Okay, so theoretically, we should have another couple planets here. It says low, even though it's at 20, so that makes me question many things. I think it must be like 19 point something, like a decimal that's rounded up to 20, but it's still for the purposes of calculation. Like it says right here, it's still going to require having a, well, when we do the terraforming, it'll require us to keep it on the planet, which not a huge fan of that. All right, so that did nothing, really, marshy swamp. We're about to get the Piscarans. Oh, look at that. Foundation for Galactic Cooperation. How happy are these Piscarans? 98%. Okay, so that's pretty good. I got to imagine they're building this building here somewhere. No, they must have built it somewhere else. That doesn't matter as long as it's getting built. All right, so we got medium bombers, we got attack fighters, then tactical interceptors, and then we'll do advanced fighters, and then the advanced starfighters actually does not give, it gives a better command module, but that's an in-place upgrade. Same with all the fighter bays. So really, I could retrofit after this tech complete. All right, let's do our retrofitting of the fighter ships. Let's also build all these bases so we get some extra research output, because that is hugely beneficial. All right, so we are going to want sort by role. I believe medium bomber is going to be our best one available. Yeah, big upgrade in countermeasures and targeting. Auto-generate a design. Epsilon torpedoes should be good. Medium bomber. Yeah, we can obsolete that guy, and then those will all retrofit. And let's do the same thing with the interceptors. I think this attack fighter is going to be our best one. Is the biggest max size. Tactical interceptor. Smaller hull, smaller size, but better countermeasures. Way better maneuvering. Yeah, this should be fine. Do that, and then we'll scrap this fighter. All right, let's upgrade this to large troop compartments. Good thing with that is these guys should start retrofitting, and then we can get more troops scooped up and ready to go. That way we're a little more prepared for a war when it comes, which is going to be sooner than later. All right, is there any more tech here that I can churn out relatively easily? I don't feel like this is making much progress anymore. 49% complete. It'd be nice to get them just to upgrade our stuff here, but forge rail battery would be a relatively inexpensive and good upgrade. All right, another new colony founded. Let's get that prepped and ready. Not sure why we're not, why the AI is not building the colony ships for these guys. I would think doing that up here would be good. Well, I'm going to churn out 2 colony ships over here, and hopefully that'll be enough. Looks like we are scraping up a bunch of stuff from, must be a battle over here. Yeah, they're fighting each other. Alright, that bay is an in-place upgrade, so we should see our fleet power increase automatically. I'm guessing all these are retrofitting if they have not already. But yeah, 705. Alright, cash flow is slowly but surely getting better. Looks like our private economy is doing quite well, spending every dime it has, but now it's plus 600 almost. We are almost done with the improved cruisers. Like Praxels 3 got colonized. What do we got left over here? Just one? Looks like we got just one planet left. And that'll take us to 80. All right, improved cruisers are done. Let's go ahead and build that design. Although we'll likely retrofit it pretty soon after. Looks like we have a large troop transport design as well, and we did not upgrade to that. So let's do that. I'll leave it on the fusion beams for now. We'll probably retrofit it later. The torrent drive for sure. I want to do that. All right, let's get the troop large 1 up and running. Get obsolete that one. And then what was the other thing we were building here? We're trying to build cruiser. Okay, so there's a lot of options for cruisers. I think the long-range cruiser was the one that I liked. Or was it the command cruiser? It was probably this one. The one good thing about the light cruiser is it doesn't require any hexadorium. So this is a good ship to have if you are anticipating being in a predicament where you are out of hexadorium, which happens fairly frequently. All right, we'll go with the long range for now. It has a higher hull size, which I think is why I liked it. All right, we'll do the auto. Take a look at what it's got. We're probably gonna end up retrofitting some of this stuff because interceptor missiles are garbage. Do latest per category and family and go down to weapons. Now we're looking for something small. I don't think these are the best PD options. Guardian Defense Grid is way better. Not a big fan of a Lance missile, I don't think. Compare these two. This does way more damage. Little bit less range. Fires more often, but less volley. Let's just do that for now. We'll do cruiser long range 1. We'll probably do a little retrofitting once we get some of this other stuff built out, like maybe the forge rail battery instead of the lasers. Or an impact assault blaster. All right, looks like we are on our way to colonize this planet. Go retrofit this fleet if we can. Looks like that ship finally got repaired. Capital ship's getting real close to being done. So we must be making some progress on here because this was 49% complete. Now it's 52% complete. I think at this stage I might just research it to be done with it. I would like to have the better shields if I'm going to be building these ships. Right, so these are probably worth starting to churn out once I get some more of this military tech done. The war weariness reduction, probably worth getting that if I'm going to go to war relatively soon. This is an in-place upgrade. At some point I will focus on making a fleet ship, but right now is not that time. All right, is there anything else I can do here that would help me militarily? This would save me money on troops. This would make my troops heal quicker. All right, let's just knock out that mil tech, and then we will start doing some of this stuff. Let's take a look at our planets and see what would potentially benefit us the most. I don't think there's anything immediately on the radar here. Where are you at? You are nowhere in range of me. Alright, so Ice Tundra, I think I already invested as much as I can into. Yeah. Sandy Desert. Yeah, Ice Tundra's capped out. Sandy Desert. And maybe... Oh, hey, pure energy discharge. Nice. Mangrove, Marshy Swamp. Those are all like one planet each. Sandy Desert. Yeah, nothing too great there. I mean, I guess we do it just for the sake of doing it. Get ice. I do think this maybe will help. I did not pay attention if it actually increased my revenue on these existing planets. I don't think it... If it did help, it didn't help much. But our money is getting better. Should probably do some plague research. I've not really done a sufficient amount of that. Alright, rapid assembly should help us a little bit. That adds massive troop transports as well. So rapid assembly, I believe, makes our construction quicker, which means these repairs and everything should happen faster now. We did just get a new ship design for the troop transports. We got massive troop transports, so let's generate that real quick. Oh, we did, yeah, okay, so we have the Megatron shields. The troop massive one. Can activate that. Gonna retrofit yet again. And now I think we're getting to a point where we're gonna be able to start building out our fleets. Alright, that plague wasn't too bad, only took 2 planets and then it ended. We'll colonize this just because we know we will ultimately be going there. Same with this planet. Might as well get the population starting to grow. We're up to 80 planets, which is pretty good. I'm gonna look at the victory conditions. We're still number 3, but we're creeping up on number 2. Xenox is the next, or is the big dog in the fight. We're gonna have to start taking out these littler guys if we want to have a chance at meaningfully contesting them. What happened to the Beskarans? Oh, they're number 2. Okay. So retrofitting, I think, is actually starting to change these ships over to, well, some of them over to my ship designs. I don't think we built the battle cruiser or the battleship design yet. Let's build that. Yeah, I don't like this PD. Do Guardian Defense. Seems to want to force me to be a missile-based system here, but that's not really what I want. Some of these smaller ones, I'm going to do impact assault blasters. Not on all of them, but on some of them. And then, was it heavy railgun? Yeah, this just seems better aside from range. No, it's forged rail battery. That was the new one that I just developed. Okay, so that's a standoff weapon. It doesn't do as much damage, but it bypasses more shield. Let's scroll down a little bit. Maybe we can get a better comparison. Got better range. Let's put one of those on, apparently, because 2 is too much. Or I could downgrade those. Let's do... Okay, so I need something a little bit tiny. Let's take that small one off. Don't have as many defenses as I would like, but we can... When we get the ship upgrade, we'll do this. Alright, so we got a battlecruiser spec'd out here. Part of me wants to wait for Meridian shields to really retrofit all my ships, but I do have the Megatron shields. No, I want all these weapons anyway, so yeah, let me just wait for these to be built. It's only a couple days anyway. It's not like it's taking too much time. I am a little surprised these guys are still yielding stuff for me. Oh, look at these tech breakthrough from scrapping still. Complete countermeasures. I am deliberately saving up money right now just because I know I'm going to build a bunch of ships, and that's going to really suck away from my income. Well, not income, but the amount of money I have on me. Let's pause for a second here because I got distracted and burning through those ships. All right, let's look at colonies here. We got colony ships colonizing both of those planets, so we should be fine there. Yeah, none of these guys have really gotten more powerful. All right, once I rush the research for Meridian shields, I'm looking at about a year to complete it. That seems very reasonable. All right, looks like we're still trying to build out a bunch of these mining stations. All right, holographic network. I think we build that on one of our best planets, if not our best planet. Yeah, extra development, extra happiness. That's not gonna hurt. Let's go ahead and rush this research and be done with it. We get a decent amount of money, but not all of it. All right, fleet targeting, we stole a little bit of that, so let's look at what that looks like. We might want to bump that up the list if we didn't... Oh, we just got it. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that. All right, we made a... Victorian refugees. Colony ships and escorted military ships. Quite advanced. We should move towards their fleet. Okay. Did we just get those? Take a look. Turbo thruster engines. I don't really know. Heavy rail guns. Yeah, this is not better than our current tech. Zoom out a little and see what we got going on here. So this is just Agdarians, which we have plenty of. Looks like we already have ships coming to investigate, which is fine. Not really going to help us that much. Did we just discover this somehow? Even though it's in the center of our systems for a long time? Well, I hate to tell them, they actually are not that technologically advanced. Definitely not as much as they thought they were. Alright, advanced shields is done. Optimized engine efficiency is not far behind. We can get that done, and then I think we can retrofit our ships, and we will call it an episode after that. I was asked, I think, on the last, maybe 2 episodes ago, if I could do some of the retrofitting on stream or in the recording and not have it cut out, so we will we will do that at least for a couple ships, so I could talk through what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Okay. Research is done. Let's go through and retrofit all of our state ships real quick, including battlecruiser, even though we have not actually built any of these yet. I'm going to hit upgrade just to do that, and what it does is it upgrades an existing weapon to the new version, the newest version of that weapon. So that did not change the Megatron shields, which makes me wonder if for some reason it's seeing those as better. So penetration chance and penetration ratio. Got a lower recharge rate. It's got a greater energy usage. Meridian shields have a smaller size, and they have more shield strength. So I think I am going to want to go with the Meridian shields, even if that's technically better, because I could actually fit another one on here and not go over on size. So we'll do that. Let's upgrade these. These like Meridian shields. This is a bomber, so we're going to want something that is torpedo, which velocity shards are. We'll leave that as is. Colony ship, I think we can do an upgrade just to get the torrent drive on there. I don't think I had torrent drives there. Now, what's the cost difference on the shields? Beryllium quartz seems to be the big difference. So let's go ahead and upgrade that just to have it. I think I had this set to... yeah, retreat when 20% of non-defense components are damaged, which fine by me. Construction ships. I think we upgraded these relatively recently. Lightning missiles are a bit of a joke, but to be honest, if anything's attacking these ships, we got bigger problems. We'll do the Meridian shields just because they're stronger. Weapon-wise, maybe we'll throw a little Guardian defense on there. Then maybe Impact Assault Blaster. Now, why am I choosing that? No particular reason. I just feel like I'm going with a laser-based, and that is the latest tech, so that's why I'm choosing that one. Alright, same with this guy. We're just gonna change these all to Meridian shields, a smaller size, and then I should be able to cram another one on and fit perfectly. So that gives me even more shields on that ship overall. Fleet destroyer. Now this one I have to actually upgrade the point defense. Now Guardian defense is a much further in the future pack, so I think it's definitely worth swapping that out. Might even be worth swapping it out. Well, we'll add another one here if we can. Might not be able to pull that off. All right, I don't think the EM Lance is what I am interested in. Very fast, but it does not do shield bypass almost at all. Does a little bit of armor bypass. This is the opposite. A lot of shield bypass, not a lot of armor bypass. Let's do the heavy railgun. When compared to a concussion missile, this does more damage. Less shots per volley, but... and had to be way closer for the weapon to do anything. But it's way more damage. So let's swap one there, and then let's do one. It was the forge rail battery, not the heavy railgun. That's what I wanted. Might do the same thing here. This again, high shield bypass. So this ship is very much geared towards bypassing shields. Now I actually should be able to fit another weapon on here. Let's do medium impact assault blaster to replace this weapon. This does more damage. The intercept's range is about the same. Slower speed, but that's fine. Now the question is, do I want more shields and armor? The reactive armor might be better. I think I might be able to fit another weapon on here too. I have enough space. So let's do another point defense in that empty spot there. That should deck us out pretty good there. All right, escort, you are going to do the same thing. Gonna do the forge rail battery. And then I think we're going to do the impact assault blaster for you there. Now I can't actually fit another weapon on here, and I did before. And I think that might be because it added an ion shield and some of this other stuff that's taking up a little more space. But that's fine. The scouts I can retrofit just to get a torrent drive. The missiles don't really matter, but I'm gonna put a point defense on them, swap them with meridian shields, and then instead of a concussion, I'll do like an impact assault blaster, and that should be gravy for that. This guy, heavy railguns, being swapped out with the forge rail battery. Bigger size. Alright, we'll be able to fit that if we put meridian shields on. That'll lower the size. Alright, so I'm heavily investing in this. I mean, these are fuel ships. They don't really attack or do anything. The interceptors, let's upgrade those. Lightning missiles, not my favorite. Change those out with impact assault blasters. They don't have as much range, but these are fighter ships. They're going to be up close, so the range doesn't really matter that much. And they seem to do a fair amount more damage, so happy with that. Massive troop transports. These things don't really matter, but I do want the Guardian defense. Maybe I'll just do full Guardian defense on this guy, just so I could take out as much of the little ships as possible that would be harassing it. Looks like I can't fit all 4, so I'll just do 3. Okay, so that is all of our current ships updated. I think between episodes, what I'll do is I'll go through and build out a couple different fleet templates, and then we'll try to get a couple fleets up and running for the next episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.